Crushing with friends. Podcast. I don't. It was so bad. I had no idea how to
Until
do.
the end, it was amazing.
How to do a percussion song on guitar? It sounds like shit.
It was so chill and calming.
Yeah, it just sounded like
that should be your new
an
thing.
art show
It's
was
so
getting
cool.
ready to
Yeah.
start.
That should not be the new thing. I
so-
spent hours on the intro. This was like, what? Do your percussion song.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends. My name is Kyle Hobbs, your host. This week we're joined by the acoustic guitar playing freak, Jackson Brayman.
Hello.
We're joined by my wife, the lovely, the beautiful Rachel Hobbs.
Hello.
And my little sister, Quinn Hobbs.
Also the beautiful sister. Hello.
And young Yanni.
Also known as beautiful brother.
Well, thank you guys for being here this week. Jackson, how you been, man?
I've been pretty good, man. Finally got new strings on this guitar, and it's been kind of like sitting in the garage for like maybe 4 years or so.
Nice.
And I completely forgot that it was actually out there. And then one day, walking in there, I was like, oh my God, there's the acoustic guitar. And I was like, I'm going to clean that up, put some strings on it, and play it. And now I got it. I got it now.
Sounds good, man.
But other than that, just been watching more of that one show that I was telling you about, that anime show that's like a horror show.
Yeah.
The Higurashi When They Cry. And now that I'm in the second season, I am really digging it.
Cool.
Like, if you like time loops and a lot of crazy plot twists, like, and also just seeing a lot of insane death, then check this out. It's
Is it keeping you from sleeping at night?
no,
Is it pretty
not
scary?
at all. Not at all. It's got like I don't know, it's about like a bunch of kids that are in a school, and it's like a smaller school. And yeah, like there's something in the town that's called, like, I forget the exact name, but it's like a curse from a god that kind of like, it's like one of their gods, you know? And every year, like when they do this festival, a grisly murder happens. Like someone just kind of goes crazy and a grisly murder happens. But the more that you watch that show, it kind of starts filling in a lot of the questions that you have about the show. Like, wait, why is everything resetting? What is going on, like, with this curse? Who is, like, you know, it just keeps answering more and more questions. And then once you get into the second season, it kind of does like an end game thing where it takes you back to the beginning of the first season, and it starts answering more questions, like, of what you had. And it's just like, dude, my mind is starting to get blown right now.
yeah.
Is this
So-
anime?
It's an anime, and it's definitely in the horror realm.
Would you said it was on Netflix or Hulu?
Hulu.
Hulu, yeah, that's right.
I don't have Hulu anymore. Cool.
Hell yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah, I've been watching that show, and yeah, that's pretty much been it.
Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably should mention I did buy the Hot Wheels DLC for Forza Horizon 5, and although I'm having fun with it, I don't know. I think I might just be, after I got so into Forza, or not Forza, into F1, I just kind of like, I feel like Forza Horizon is a little bit less of a racing game compared to F1.
So what is the Hot Wheels DLC? Like, you just have a bunch of Hot Wheels tracks you can drive on or something?
Yeah, they made this entire like map that's just Hot Wheels tracks with loops, and
Oh, yeah.
there's like some tracks that are like magnetized, so if you're like going in an invert loop, then you'll like stick to the track no matter what, and you don't have to get affected by gravity at all.
Hell yeah.
But
Are there, like, skins for your cars, Hot Wheels skins?
you get actual Hot Wheels
Hot
cars.
Wheels cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Gravity.
The F1 game, do you have like the F1 steering wheel
God,
attachment
I wish.
that all the F1 drivers use? Like, because they play that game. Have you seen it? Like on Twitch
Yeah.
and stuff?
See,
For the PC?
They've got the good setups.
Yeah, they have
though.
like the freaking wheel. They have like the real foot pedals and stuff. It looks so fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they have like an actual setup. Me and my younger stepbrother, we were talking about trying to, not stepbrother, half brother. I don't know why I said step, but
He's offended.
oh, he better be. He better be. But we were trying to talk about maybe building a like some kind of setup out of PVC pipe or PVC pipe, and just like trying to make like a cockpit and get a steering wheel so that way we actually have a real racing setup for playing the game. But yeah, after I was looking into the racing wheels, like the ones that, for instance, Lando Norris, he streams and plays like F1, and the racing wheel he has is literally thousands of dollars.
Are you serious? Damn.
It's a straight up replica of a F1 like wheel.
That's so cool.
Now you gotta start streaming, and that'll be your goal, is to get that racing
Yeah.
wheel.
Is
Or
there
just- or
something
just invest
that
now.
Is there something that like steering wheel connects to, or are you just holding it like free?
You'd probably
They
just
probably connect
it to you.
It's just like a USB plug-in cord at the end of it. You just
Because
hold
they
it.
have like a legit, like, it's like they're in a cockpit of a car. And I bet it connects just like the wheel connects to the F1 car. Because they can just take that off and, right? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't play it, but
Mercedes, like their setup is like they have a full, like almost like a virtual reality thing for every driver to practice on before they go to the next
awesome.
like course. And that thing is insane because they have like a whole projector system that is curved, and so it takes up your full view. And yeah, it's insane.
It's dope, yeah.
just really cool.
I'd imagine that rig probably costs like around $25,000 for all of that.
They have something
Yeah.
similar
Hell
to
yeah.
that. The Army has like a virtual reality thing like that too, where you can pretend it's like you're driving like one of their Huskies or something, and it has like the curved thing, so it feels like you're actually driving it. Mm-hmm. I bet it's similar. It's pretty cool. Anyway,
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Rachel, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Picked Anakin up from camp yesterday, so he was gone all week. So that was different. Got
Camp
to-
Fred?
was it a church camp?
Yeah, church camp.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so me and Kyle.
Camp Pride, is that what you said?
No, say Camp Fred. It was from last week.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
So me and Kyle, I think Tuesday night we started rearranging his room for him to surprise him whenever he got back, because his room's been the same for a while and it needed, deep cleaned.
It looks cool.
It was messy underneath his bed and everywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna clean up his room while he's gone, surprise him, and then I'm like, I'm gonna rearrange it. And then so we had an extra TV mount, and Kyle mounted his TV for him and got a
awesome.
shelf to put his PS4 on, so he didn't have to have his dresser and desk, all cluttered with stuff. And so yeah, he was pretty excited to have his TV mounted most of all, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was excited that it was rearranged, and he's like, "This is so cool."
It looks really cool in there. That's really cool.
Yeah, he was excited that I washed all his sheets and bed stuff too. He's like, "It's so nice. I don't want to mess it up." I'm like, "Well, just make your bed every day, and it'll be nice like that every day." Yeah.
That's fine.
But anyways, yeah, went to double baby shower Wednesday night. 2 girls that are having a baby a month apart, and at Mythos for dinner. It was nice. But yeah, it wasn't very eventful this week. Is that Anakin?
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Rachel, how do you like What We Do in the Shadows so far?
Well, I started watching it like a while ago.
Okay.
And Kyle, I don't know if did you just start watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I had watched maybe like at least half of the first season, probably, maybe a little bit more than that. But
Okay.
yeah, it's freaking funny.
Yeah.
But I loved the movie too, and so I knew that I'd probably like the show. But yeah, it cracks me up. They're just so casual,
Oh, I love it.
living like vampires. It's
I'm so far
hilarious.
behind on like the new episodes that are coming out, but so far my favorite episode is definitely the episode with the Dave Bautista cameo. Like
that
Connor
one's
knows
pretty good,
exactly which
yeah.
episode I'm talking about.
That's also got the cast of the original movie in it as well. In
Yeah,
that
there's
episode.
a lot of cameos in that specific episode,
It's funny as hell.
and all the cameos just like it's just a bigger smile and a bigger laugh. So
My favorite episode is still the whole, I put this here toothpick in my mouth and I'm Jackie Daytona.
yeah, that's a great episode too. None's the wiser. Jackie Daytona is such a good name too.
I love it, dude. So good.
I think Jonah Hill's little sister. She's funny.
Jonah Hill's little sister.
Beanie?
Yeah.
Her name's Beanie, something like that.
Yeah, the younger girl that, well, without giving too much away, you know, that kind of goes under the wing of the chick vampire. You know, when she brings her in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Jonah
yeah.
Hill's little sister.
Yeah, I forgot about her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so my week.
It's your week.
It's my week.
It has been.
I was in Wichita Monday through Friday. We had for my new job, we had a state training with all the employees of Kansas in my new job, and it was good. I learned a lot. I think I know now how to be a teacher, so that's good. Got some good training out of it.
Did you learn how to not be coerced into?
Yeah, they said if you're a female going somewhere with a boy, make sure you have somebody else with you, because nobody wants to be on the news or in jail.
And vice versa,
That's what they
probably.
said. And vice versa.
Yeah, male teachers.
I was like, that's good. That's a good tip. And then I got COVID like 2 weeks ago, so I've been off COVID now for like a week and a half, so it was good.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Yeah, it's been hard, but I've stuck with it, so.
Nice.
How hard did you get hit with the COVID? Was it like super illness or just a cough?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's like a really, really intense head cold. And then I was so freaking tired. That was like the biggest thing, is I was just so tired.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I hear from people is the fatigue and just tiredness.
Mm-hmm. Even when all
you
the
just don't want to
Oh,
do anything. You just sit
Even when
there
all
and-
my like bad symptoms were gone, I was still like had no energy.
Yeah.
And this is the bullshit part of it. I'm fully vaccinated and I still got COVID. So
Yeah.
bullshit. Anyway.
Here's what you do, Quinn. You sign up. You go on Steam.com and you sign up for a Steam Deck.
Oh, for my Oculus?
No, you just get a Steam Deck because it's like having a computer, but in like Nintendo Switch form.
Yeah.
So like it's like having a PC. Like they just came out with this thing. It's like having a PC.
What?
Yeah, and whenever that Harry Potter game comes out, you'll be able to play it on that.
So
But there's a huge long waiting list, so you want to
Damn.
do it because there's like a 6
so
or
it's
7 or 8 months waiting list.
it's like a is it like an iPad?
No, it's like a Nintendo Switch, but better. Like way, way better.
It's got a big screen and then controllers on both sides.
Yeah, I want one. How much is it?
They're like $500.
Okay. I'll wait till I get
Why,
paid.
why wouldn't you just go ahead and get
Let's
something
do
else
it.
then?
Well, oh my gosh,
no,
that Harry
no,
Potter game
you-
looks
you-
so much fun.
You sign up, and I think you pay $5, and then whenever they have them in stock, then you have like 24 hours or 48 hours to submit your payment.
Okay.
So that could happen anytime in the next year.
Steam?
Which I've been meaning to sign up, but it's
Type
like
in Steam
I
Deck.
never have that much money in my savings account,
You didn't
or
see-
like that much money to
Steam
like put
Deck?
towards the video game
Not
system.
not Stream Deck, Steam Deck.
Oh.
Man,
makes
I want a
sense.
Steam Deck so bad, dude.
They're cool, man. They are really cool.
It's like if I really wanted, I could just download a Switch emulator, put it on that.
Exactly. That's the main reason I want a Steam Deck is just for emulation, so I can play like old N64 games,
I mean,
PS2 games on it.
You can get one for $400, but that's only 64 gigabytes. When the $100 more, you get 256. So it doesn't make any sense to get the 64.
Yeah, at minimum, I would go with the
Yeah.
mid option.
And you can also add SD cards to it and micro SD cards and stuff to it and stuff.
Damn.
You know,
That looks cool.
they are really cool. And they also have like Windows on it and stuff, so you can boot into Windows and
So then I could I use this
desktop mode. I mean,
to then get games for my Oculus?
I have no idea about
Because
that.
I know like Steam is where a lot of people would get like Oculus games, like
You might be
Minecraft
able
and
to.
stuff.
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Because you have to have
I
a
don't know if
PC
the
in order.
Steam Deck would have the VR capabilities.
Right.
But who
Never know,
knows?
though.
I want Minecraft on my Oculus so freaking bad. I would love to freaking be a little Minecraft character chopping down a tree. That's like my dream.
See, I would love to be playing that
Doesn't
F1
that sound
game on
fun?
like VR. 'cause
Oh,
that
that'd be
seems like a
sick.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Any racing game seems like a lot of fun on VR.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time before like Minecraft or a game like it is on Oculus. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So back to your COVID. Are you feeling better?
Oh yeah, I'm back to normal. Like I felt back to normal probably last Sunday.
Do you have any like fogginess still, or
No,
any
but when I
lapses of-
had it, it was like I would walk in a room and I'd be like so confused. I'd be like, "What? Where am I? What am I doing?" It was freaky.
What are these hands?
Like,
Oh my
it was
God.
the weirdest thing. And then I would stand up and I didn't know why I was standing up, and then I'd be like dizzy and I'm like, "What the heck?" And I'll just take a nap for a couple hours, you know.
What if whenever you had COVID, like the only way to tell that you had COVID was like your nipples turned different, your nipples turned a different color?
I will say, okay, this is TMI. But that did happen. So
What?
I took a shower. No, it was,
got green
it was
nipples?
The beginning of my
Yeah.
COVID. I took a shower and I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like that was one of my symptoms. Was like it was hard for me to get
You should have
oxygen.
hit me up and I'll give you an inhaler.
Yeah, well, I went out of the shower and I looked down and I'm like, holy crap, my nipples are purple. Oh my God, that means I'm not getting any oxygen. Like, I bet my lips are purple. But I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. That happened to me too,
so it did
but
happen.
with the lips, not the nipples. I had like,
Maybe you
I had
should
like
look
blue
down at your
lips.
nipples and then
I was looking. That was the first thing I was looking
I
at.
was like, what the heck?
gosh.
It was scary. I was like, oh crap.
But what I was thinking is, what if they would turn like a crazy color, and that would be the only way to know that you had COVID?
Oh my gosh.
Green nipples or
Yeah, and like
Yellow-
there's a new fashion statement started. Like, you know, people be cutting
Holes
holes,
out like
cutting
fucking
holes in their shirts just to see their nipple colors.
Check out my yellow nips, guys.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Oh man,
That'd be funny.
yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to worry about shoving a stick up our nose to find out.
No,
Yeah.
and I had to do that. Mom came by with a COVID test and I stuck it back there and yeah, it was crazy.
Terrible.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No,
It was
they're
just
awful.
uncomfortable.
It's just not fun.
It was awful.
Yeah.
They're freaking awful.
Hate them.
Yeah, I hate them.
Oh, I know. Did you ever do it, Kyle?
Yeah, you didn't
I've
handle
done-
his very well.
I've done so many of them.
Really?
Yeah.
It was ticklish and it kind of hurt, but it wasn't too bad.
Kyle's like whole body tenses up and he like goes backwards.
Maybe you're going too far
He's
back.
Because whenever I was having both those knee surgeries, I had to have it done a couple times for the surgeries, and oh man, dude.
Well, and somebody else sticking it in, I think is probably worse because I stuck my own in,
Yeah.
and so I could control it. So it was
On top of having COVID twice, and then freaking testing myself multiple times other than that to see if I had COVID when I had the flu and crap. Like, I've maybe had like 8 tests maybe around there. And
It is worse when other people do it though.
yeah, it's awful.
'Cause they're
dude.
not
Especially
gentle,
the
they probably
drive-through
just go-
ones. They just walk out.
Yeah.
Let me get you, dude. Bah! And then it's like, oh god, now I gotta drive home. Oh my god.
Okay, now that I have a hole in my brain.
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
So glad we're not as bad with COVID as we used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I would
my
say-
COVID was bad, but it wasn't crazy bad.
Yeah.
You know?
I would say, if anything, COVID-19 showed us that if a real pandemic ever actually happens,
We're screwed.
America would be screwed.
No toilet paper.
Like, America would get destroyed so quick.
Oh yeah.
So,
It's like
Connor,
rash.
how was your week, man?
One word, monkeypox. It was
Patient zero for Joplin.
it was a pretty full week. I'll try to go quick. Monday, paid off my last year's personal property tax.
Nice.
Had to, because I never got the form, and then filed for this year and all that. Then the next day, went to the DMV, got my tags, went in and out like super quick. So that was really nice. Didn't have to like get a number or anything. Just walked right up and got them.
Nice.
Wednesday got a haircut, Wednesday got a haircut. And all 3 of those days I also streamed mainly with Jackson, playing Titanfall and Escape Academy. So that was fun.
What's the name of your Twitch account?
Streamer board, baby. 420, smoke it. No. It's your kids, Marty.
Did you not work a lot last week?
No, this is after work. I did all these
Oh,
things.
damn.
It was like, yeah. And then Thursday after work, went and saw Nope with the boys. Thought that was a really good movie. Like Jackson said, I wouldn't put it above
Get out.
Get Out, but it's better than Us.
Okay.
So it's definitely a really good movie. I liked it quite a bit. And then after that, I went to Walmart and got paint and a bunch of stuff for my bedroom, and Friday left work a little early, started painting my room, and dude, holy crap, painting those textured walls is way more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah, because I painted walls before, and it's like not too bad, you know. Paint mainly goes on how it should, but these textured walls, man, like it was insane.
Just having to go over the same spot like over and over again to get it all covered.
Yeah, because you have to hit it from multiple angles, and on
Yeah.
top of that, like when I was first starting out, like I'm not a master painter, you know. I didn't know exactly how much to put, and like following the video, I'm like there should be more paint on the roller than this. So I was just like so frustrated at first, and then like in total for my room, it took me like 2.5 hours to paint the walls, and then like another half hour or so to an hour to paint all the like corners in between, like the windows and all that. And I was painting like this door, like I was almost at the end. I was painting this door, and then I'm like, I look down and I see that there's paint all over the ground, and like I'm woozy as hell, dude. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking Hank Hill right now when he's fucking lacquering up that cabinet. I'm like, I gotta sit down, dude.
Started seeing Tom Landry in the spirit vision.
Oh man, I was like, oh god. But yeah, eventually I got all right, and then I did some more painting, and then eventually I had to go over the first two walls again because there were so many spots that just had like mostly paint, but you could tell that there was like all these splotches of like tannish color, because that's what the walls were, and I painted them white. So like the first two walls I had to go over a few spots, and then the last two were mainly okay. But everything just looks a lot better in my room now, so I'm really stoked about that. But yeah, then like the last day after that, so today, just a lot of cleaning and a lot of putting stuff up in my room, setting stuff up, and my hand is really tore up too, because like my power drill went out. I started charging my battery and it was on. I go back and it's not on, and the charger's not working at all, and neither of the batteries is charged. So I'm like, all right, well, I gotta use my regular screwdriver, you know. And that just like, oh man, that plus painting just destroyed my hands. So aside from that, I'm really stoked though about my bedroom because it looks really nice and I'm stoked. But aside from that, my hands really fucking hurt. So aside from that, it's been a really good week. A lot of stuff that I was either putting off or wanting to do, I did them all this week, and hopefully tomorrow I can just chill out. You know, that's what I've been waiting for, is a nice moment to chill. So
Nice.
yeah.
It's good you got it all done before your birthday week too.
Yeah. Well,
It's coming up.
like 3 weeks.
Hey, it'll
But,
be done.
Technically, it's still
And you'll
before
be
my
happy.
birthday. Yeah. But yeah, also on episode like 400 of One Piece. So just a little quick update on that.
It's crazy, man. That's so many episodes. But you're right, though. They're only like 50 minutes long.
Right, you can skip through a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, bro?
It was a pretty good week. A lot of just playing video games with Jackson, playing a lot of Warzone, getting a lot of wins. Playing some Final Fantasy 7 here and there. Been watching For All Mankind, like always, still good. There's got to only be a couple more episodes in the season. But that show continues to be fantastic. Been watching Westworld. I'm now almost caught up. I have like 3 episodes left of this current season for me to be caught up. That show is really good. A lot of great actors in Westworld. It's such a good show. Yeah.
Is it good this season? Because I watched like the first episode and I was kind of like, eh.
Yeah, so far I'm liking it. Yeah.
It gets better.
Yeah. Went and saw Nope, like Connor said. Let's do a little mini review of Nope. What did you guys think of it?
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah, without spoiling anything, I liked it quite a bit. You know, I wouldn't say it blew me away necessarily, but I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I definitely liked it. I was entertained throughout the whole thing. I was having a hard time like calling what was going to happen at the end, you know?
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good actually.
it's a different take on aliens. Like, when I say aliens, I'm not meaning like aliens. I mean like a different take on like the alien type of movie.
As a genre, not the movie.
Yeah,
genre,
I did know it was like an alien because I remember seeing a preview and there was a flying saucer coming down.
Yeah, the flying saucer does some of the coolest and creepiest stuff I've ever
Really?
seen in like an alien movie. It just like
Very cool.
the way it hides behind clouds. That's what builds the suspense almost the whole time.
Really?
Is just seeing the ship hiding behind the clouds and like kind of like peeking at them, like wanting them to look at it. It's really weird, man.
I do want to watch it. Looks really good.
There was a couple things in the movie that made zero sense.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
at least 3 or 4 things that was like, what does this have to do with any part of the story?
I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm not going to talk about it on the podcast just because it'd be a big spoiler or whatever.
I can close my ears.
Nah,
talk about
we won't do that. But what was it? Yeah, there's one thing that one of the, without spoilers.
Come on, Jackson, get to it.
Without spoilers, one of the things that one of the aliens does that, like, before it's attacking or something like that, or whatever.
Oh, so
I was
they're
like, what is it
hostile.
doing?
Awesome.
I mean, that's not giving anything away. That's not giving anything away.
Give it
Why are
away,
you so
Jackson.
defensive? Why are you so defensive?
But the entire time I was like, what is it actually doing? You know?
I bet there's hidden meaning behind it. I bet there's like theory videos out on YouTube that explains everything. You know?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
But aside from the couple things that I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? It was a really cool alien movie. It doesn't take much for me to be like really down with an alien movie.
Yeah, I like aliens.
Show me some cool stuff.
Yeah, show me
Yeah.
some cool stuff I haven't seen.
cool
and
technology.
I'm pretty in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd give it about an 8.5.
About an 8 for me too. Yeah.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
high rating.
I'd give it an 8.
I haven't watched Get Out in a long time. I kind of want to watch that again. But I remember
Such a
Us
movie.
pretty well, but Get Out, it seems like it's been forever.
Get Out is just
I think I only watched it once
something
whenever
special.
it first came
that
out.
movie is so good.
Anytime
slaps.
I run, I always run like this.
Do you run straight at people when you do?
I actually have. And I'm like, it's like Us. They're like, what? I'm like, or it's like Get Out. And they're like, what? I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like the old man, he runs.
Like, get away from me.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. Oh my
Such
gosh.
a good movie.
But, yeah, it's another Jordan Peele movie. I bet they're gonna keep.
Is
Like,
it
it's
scary?
already like made so much money.
Is it scary? Can I watch it by myself?
It's had,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's had like one of the biggest openings for an original IP like ever.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He just everything he touches is just awesome.
My favorite 2 characters in the movie are Steven Yeun's character and then this like tech guy. I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He was good in that cowboy movie, Bebop Cowboy. Is that him?
No, that's John Cho,
Okay.
I think.
Stephen Yeun is
Glenn.
Glenn from Walking Dead that gets his head smashed in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's also Invincible from the cartoon Invincible, I think, right?
Yep.
Oh,
On Amazon.
never heard of it.
It's a really good movie.
It's really good.
Really good.
That's cool.
So let's get to some topics. Connor, you got anything you want to talk about?
What would you guys say is your favorite like big monster movie and why do you like it so much?
My favorite one is Cloverfield.
I was gonna say that.
Cloverfield is so like freaky. I love it, man. I was captivated just off the first trailer when you see the Statue of Liberty head next to those people. I'm like, okay, this is different. And a lot of people didn't like the shaky cam stuff, but I liked it. I like the found footage type
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I saw that movie in theaters
more
and I thought it
tense.
was the shit, but the person that I went and saw it with like did not like it. She was like, man, that movie gave me a headache. And I was just like, man, I thought that movie was awesome. The shaky camera didn't bother me at all. But I have seen movies where shaky cam does bother me, so I can see like where they're
Blair
coming
Witch
from.
Project.
Well, I don't know. Blair Witch Project to me just did not age well. So
Yeah.
I
It's been
never
a
saw
long
it.
time since I've watched that one.
I agree with you, Kyle. Though I was gonna say Cloverfield, just because, you didn't know what the monster was, and then also they had several movies that you didn't realize were part of the same universe. And then it ends up, oh shit, this is a part of Cloverfield. You know, that Cloverfield Lane was really good, where they had all those people in a freaking basement, and then it turns out, oh, this is in the same universe. This is creepy.
It turns out that friggin' John Goodman was
They're trying to
actually
save
right.
them.
He was right the entire time.
You think, and you're like, oh shit, he's not like this crazy guy.
Yeah.
Which he was crazy, I think. But
Yeah, the entire time, like, you think that he's a crazy guy that is probably keeping him captive. You know? But, yeah, he ain't being right the entire time.
But then doesn't Homegirl hit that like UFO with like a Molotov at the end?
I don't remember.
Oh, man, it's been so long since I watched it. I'm struggling to remember the very end of the movie. I know that she pretty much sets John Goodman on fire, and she escapes the house, and she says he's a UFO.
Right. I'm pretty sure it like picks her up and she like throws like a Molotov or it comes close to her or something. I forget,
I forget like what happens between that time and the time that she decides like, oh, I'm going to drive to the city and help out the help out the resistance.
I just remembered. Wasn't there? It was because it was like the last movie. There was all those astronauts in space, and it was a collision of like the two different universes, and that opened up like a fabric in our time, and that's how the monsters came through, right?
Yeah. Right. In the Cloverfield paradox.
Yeah.
That movie was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it. I didn't like the very end. I thought the very end was kind of weak, especially if you're going to tease something like that and never show another movie after that with that big giant thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever seen Cloverfield Paradox and you know the ending, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they show the thing from the first Cloverfield, but it's like an adult version, or maybe even like a teenage version of whatever that thing is. And it like sticks its head up through the clouds and shit. So,
right.
Kyle, what was that one movie with
talking about Colossal?
I think so. Yeah, where she is like either drunk or whenever she's asleep, she's like she's the monster.
What's the girl's name from Princess Diaries?
Why can't I think of it right now?
Mia?
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, her name's Mia in the movie.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Princess Mia.
That is a really good movie.
Demopolis.
It is it's different. But
She's
I
like
can't
a-
remember if it was
What's it
only
called?
whenever she
Colossal?
like got drunk or whenever she was sleeping or something.
It's only
Yeah,
when
it's
she's
Colossal.
like blackout drunk.
Yeah. She like is the monster, and she will like wake up in the morning and see something crazy that happened on the news, like all these
She basically turns into
people
a
being killed.
kaiju.
Yeah.
She turns into a big kaiju in Japan and starts destroying the whole city. Only when she's blackout drunk, and then she wakes up the next morning and like, we've got reports of this kaiju destroying the whole city, and like she's like watching it, like, wow, this is crazy. And then she slowly starts realizing every time she blacks out, it starts showing up, and then she starts realizing the only time she turns into the monster is when she's at walking through this kid's park.
Yeah, it only happens at this park.
Yeah, it only happens at this like little kid's play park. And then,
But she was like watching it live on TV, and she's like drinking in the park, and she's like watching herself, and she'd be like move her hand or something, and then she'd see the monster on live TV, and it was like moving the exact same way she was, and she's like, you know, then it clicked.
it's got Jason Sudeikis in it.
Yeah.
And eventually Jason Sudeikis realizes that he is also the monster too, and that he can go into this park and become and they start having a fight, two kaijus fighting each other, and
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool movie actually.
It
It's
sounds
weird.
really good.
It's really weird.
yeah.
Huh.
Anybody
Connor
else have a monster?
I would say one of my favorites that is probably lesser known, you guys maybe haven't seen it, is Troll Hunter.
Is it? It sounds like there'd be a second one.
I don't
Hunter too.
think there's a second one, but it is like Cloverfield in the setup to where it's at the beginning of it is set up to where it's like these guys filming a documentary, and they start following this guy who they view as like a shady character, but what he is he's a troll hunter, and they catch him one night trying to hunt a troll, and these trolls they're giants, you know. They literally are giants, and there's one at the end of the movie that is like skyscraper tall, and how they battle it is with UV light and stuff like that, and like pretty much like what they try to do is try to capture it and trap it and keep it there until sunlight comes, and then it eventually turns to stone. but this is all in the style of like Cloverfield / mockumentary documentary style. And it's in a different language, but that doesn't deter you at all from when you're watching it, because there's a lot of action that goes in it. So definitely check out Troll Hunter. I've been wanting to rewatch it again lately, so I'll rewatch it again and I'll let you know what I think of it again, but I liked it a lot whenever I first saw it. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times since I watched it, but it's been several years again. So Troll Hunter, check it out.
Cool. Yeah, mine is Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim's great, dude.
How did I guess you were going to say that?
Yeah, I knew Kyle would guess it, but yeah, Pacific Rim, dude. The thing about it is, with every monster movie, well, almost every monster movie, all the stuff that's going on outside of the monster stuff usually sucks. And that's my problem with a lot of monster movies, like a lot of the Godzillas and stuff. It's like so boring. But really, man, the stuff like going on with Raleigh or is that his name? I don't know, but yeah.
That's what that one dude calls him, Raleigh.
Yeah. I'll drop you like a kaiju shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got really good action scenes, like the whole rainy nighttime scene where it has like the big kaiju battle where like I think like 3 or 4 of the mechs go out there, and it's the one where Gypsy Danger comes and saves the day and like defeats 2 different kaiju. And it's the one where, like, at the end, it, like, takes off and goes into the air and they cut it in half with a sword.
Isn't that during the whole Japan fight scene as well? And then Charlie Day has to go and, like, take shelter.
Yeah, I think it's
that's
China.
during that.
I think it's China. Or something like that.
China.
But yeah, it's that scene right there is one of the best scenes of any, like, monster movie that I've seen, just because of how good it is. And on top of that, it's just like you feel like the human characters are contributing to the action. Whereas like a lot of like Godzilla movies, it's like I'm screaming at you from like 20 miles away to kick that other kaiju's ass or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like that first Godzilla movie with like Aaron Taylor Johnson, is that his name? Mm-hmm. And then the Scarlet Witch girl, Elizabeth Olsen, I want to say. Like that one sucked, and that one's also the one that had Bryan Cranston at the beginning, so that was the big fake out. If that would have had all Bryan Cranston in it, I think that movie would have been good.
Yep.
But
that to me, that was just a slap in the face, like from the trailer, you know?
Right.
I hate it whenever they do that. Like I get it if you want to misguide somebody in a trailer, like the Hereditary trailer. They made you think that it was going to be about an evil little girl the entire time, or a possessed girl. Then you find out really quickly in that movie that it's not.
Right.
But in this trailer, they make you think that Bryan Cranston is going to be one of the main characters, and it's going to be a Bryan Cranston movie. And then he gets killed off in the first 15, 20 minutes of the movie, and he's not in it for the rest of it.
Yep. And all the human stuff sucks after that point.
Yep.
And only the good stuff is the Godzilla stuff. And that's how all the Godzilla movies are. The Millie Bobby Brown one, can't even watch it.
It's awful.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it. But
the best way to watch that movie is to just watch it on YouTube and watch the monster fights. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Same goes for the newest one, the King Kong versus Godzilla. That one was also awful.
And the second Pacific Rim movie really sucked.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not because of the fight scenes. All the fight scenes and all the monster scenes in that movie are as good as the first one, if not better. But all the human scenes and all the human actors and characters and the way that they act in that movie is such a step down from the first movie. It makes it to where it's unwatchable, in my opinion. And there is some bad acting in the first movie.
Yeah. I really wish... Yeah. Like Hollywood just like would understand, like, hey, don't pump out a piece of shit movie, or give the director like full creative control to where he can make a good movie, and you don't have to get like meddling in with the higher ups. You know, kind of like how there's what was the most recent one that they ruined? Most famous one is Justice League. Like
The
like if
Zack
they
Snyder cut's good.
yeah, the Zack Snyder cut. If they would have just done the Zack Snyder cut from the get go,
Yeah.
we'd probably still have like a thing going on with that universe. But yeah.
I think once we get Gundam movies, like legit Gundam movies, that'll be the highlight of those like big monster / mech robot.
What's Gundam?
Gundam?
Gundam style.
That's what
You
I
don't know
think.
Gundam?
Is that just the whole Godzilla like character?
Nah.
No,
Nah.
that's Godzilla.
Well, like, because like that monster is called something like.
Well, Gundam is a type of anime because it's like a specific type of robot that's piloted by a human. But there's been several series. You've seen these before, right? Mm-hmm. So these are all. Well, I just went back, but those are all Gundams.
Oh, cool.
So if you see that type of robot, that's what that is. But yeah, different series. There's been like over 10 series come out over the years, but they're really good.
So along the same lines of Gundams, what body part would you guys choose to like rocket off your body like a Gundam and to be able to retract it?
The butt.
Oh my god.
No.
So I thought about this a lot, and I think I would shoot my eyeballs out, and I'd just fly around with my eyeballs, and then back in my body I'd just be puking a lot, trying to deal with that. But I think it'd be cool because then you could like you can pop your eyeballs out and go look at stuff wherever.
That's true.
You know, I could go to a baseball game I wouldn't go to a baseball game, but I'd go to like a football game and just have my eyeballs out there floating.
Why wouldn't you just have your whole head pop off?
Oh,
Then you
he
take
said
your
a
whole
body part, but yeah, to
Oh,
me, I'm like
yeah.
eyeballs. So
Yeah.
I think it'd be a cool visual too to just see a pair of eyes flying at you. So, yeah, that for me, eyeballs. Who next?
I see where you're going with that, and I like that idea. But I kind of do like my butt, you know?
What would you do?
It'd
with
be
that?
funny, a flying butt. It'd be really funny. I don't really know how Gundam works. So is it your human eyeballs, or is it your robot form of eyeballs?
I mean, they would technically need robot parts, kind of, but I mean, it's just he's just saying one of your body parts pops out and you can fly it around and it'll come back to you and stuff.
He's just transitioning.
Or like an eyeball. Like have one eyeball here and one flying around. Good. That's good, Connor. I'll do that.
I'll take one of those, please.
I would do my ball sack and use that power to dip my balls in people's drinks that I didn't like at parties.
Oh my gosh.
Slap him with it.
Plus, I just think the idea of a ball sack hanging from like a little tiny propeller hovering around the room would be funny as heck.
That would be your superpower.
That'd be my go-go gadget.
Prank
testicles.
revenge or something. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like it like your hand, my hand.
The old
To-
rocket
just
fist.
to go get something, you know, to be able to get something without having to get
Yeah,
up.
That is
You
fun.
know?
the
I
hand
like
would be
that.
pretty
It's like
sweet.
go grab something and then bring it back to you when it's far away and you can get to it faster. You know?
I'm starting to
Slap
like that
somebody.
idea way more than my balls flying around.
You can kick some ass with a rocket fist, man.
Could.
Yeah.
You really could.
It's true. Yeah.
I could also just,
You guys kick some ass with them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to kick anyone's ass with my
Slap
balls.
somebody.
That'd be a losing fight. As soon as I threw the first punch with my balls, it'd be like, oh, I don't want to throw another.
Yeah, but if it wasn't attached to your body, would you feel the pain? You know.
Probably.
You would.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because if our ours went out, we could
Think
still
of
see.
the detachable
So, yeah.
kid from Suicide Squad when his arms was getting shot up. He was like over in the corner going, ah! He was digging it.
I think that'd be too dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty important part of your body, and then just to potentially get ruined forever.
Yeah.
Maybe after you have kids, then
Maybe ixnay the whole
that.
flying
Yeah.
balls.
Maybe nix it.
no, don't nick that.
I don't know. I'm going to go with my entire head. Can I just do the entire head?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say the entire head then.
I was gonna do the same thing. My entire head.
You guys made fun of Rachel when she said it, and
Yeah, that's a good idea.
that's
mean,
good.
I would just want to do it so I could fly around, you know?
Yeah, that's all I would want to do. Just perch my head up on top of like a stadium and just look down and just watch the whole game.
Oh my
going on,
God.
you know?
That'd be the
creepy.
funniest thing if, like, all of a sudden he's got on TV and you're just a head on top of one of the lights, just looking down.
They put you on the big
There's gonna be a whole,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a creepypasta subreddit about you.
Yeah.
The Kaufman Stadium Caper.
It was that either that or my fingers, so I could just fly around and tickle people.
Oh my gosh.
Tickle people.
I would try to pick people's noses. All right, go ahead.
If you guys could go back in time and give yourself some advice, what advice do you think you guys would give yourself?
Nobody cares about you. Like, I was always so self-conscious, like in high school, and just I always assumed people were talking about me or were like judging me, but really, people only care about themselves. You know, they care about what's going on with themselves. They could care. They couldn't
don't
care
pay
less
attention
about
to the things that
Yeah.
you're paying attention to.
Yeah, they don't. People don't care what you're wearing. They care what they're wearing themselves. So, you know what I mean. So just like people aren't thinking about you all the time. So,
Yeah.
stop being so self-conscious.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
It's easier said than done sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would say talk your parents into getting you a fake tooth put in after getting that molar removed, so that way your teeth aren't fucked up later on in life and have to get Invisalign. Or just invest in dental health at a younger age, if possible.
Yeah,
If you can convince
that's a
people.
really good one.
Yeah.
That is
sure.
a really good one. For me, man, it would be for one, patience. Have more patience. Think stuff through.
Don't blow up all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
That comes
Patience.
with maturity and just growing older, and you get calmer, I think. That's a good. one.
My advice to myself would be, don't ever pick up a cigarette.
Yeah.
That would be mine. Don't ever pick up a cigarette. Don't go to that house on that night.
But what if it makes you? What if it makes you cool though to have a cigarette?
Man, smoking cigarettes made me so cool. If I'm not gonna lie. I was a square before I started smoking cigarettes, and then after I started smoking cigarettes, friggin', I started getting looked at. So cigarettes worked for me. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Less than a year of smoking cigarettes, and I lost that V card real quick.
Yeah. Cigarettes.
Save your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did probably spend like maybe $30,000 in cigarettes like over like the past decade, but
Yeah. Yeah, but that was mine. Save.
That's a good one.
Save your money.
Save that money.
Yeah. Invest as early as possible because time is the best.
yeah, I wish I could
Time
have
is
told
your
myself
best
to
friend.
invest in certain stuff.
Yeah.
Certain stocks.
That's the obvious stuff.
Yeah. That's the Back to the Future.
The
shit,
the winning lottery numbers.
Well, I mean, not like knowing certain things, like just,
No.
you know, just
Actually
in general,
listen.
just start as young as possible. Like, you know.
Yeah, we had those financial classes in high school. Dave Ramsey, or whatever his name was. He was like, invest now. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I'm young.
He's like, if you invest at 18, you'll be a millionaire. It's like, nah, I'm good.
Dude, I
They
have
have
no
this-
money.
They have they have this calculator on his website. It's like Ramsey Solutions or something like that. And you can put in how old you are, how old you want to be when you retire, either how much money you already have saved or, you know, invested, or how much you want to put back like each month. and you enter all those numbers in, and then you can like choose like the percentage of like interest or you know, money that you'll make off of your investment account, and like 8% would be a decent average if you're in something aggressive. But it'll tell you, like, it'll calculate like how much money you should have at 60, and you'd be surprised, like, even just what 1 or 2 years of a difference would make. You know what I mean? It could be like another hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's crazy.
So he was saying that, like, if you invest now, like at 18, how much more money you'll make if you invest now, and then if you wait a couple years to like 22, it's like you're missing out on a
even just
crap
1
ton
year
of money.
of putting like $50 a month will make a huge difference. It's crazy if it stays invested, you know. So. Pretty wild.
Invest now.
Yeah.
And don't pull it out.
It's already too late.
Don't pull it out for any reason.
Invest in this podcast.
Yeah, I had a
Go to
savings account like that, and I pulled out money, and I wish I wouldn't.
But then I get the whole YOLO thing, you know. It's like, what if I die before I even get a chance to spend any of all that money I saved? Didn't do it, you know, what I wanted. Because I was saving it for retirement, you know. I think there's a happy medium, you know. You can still do both, you know.
I'm really banking on my military retirement, which is nothing. No.
Do you still get Social Security?
Yeah, I think you get Social Security and my military, and then I have a 401k through the Army as well.
Yeah,
that I'm banking on. So
do they match?
They do. I think it's like, I forget, but yeah, they do.
Nice.
Speaking of match, me and Jackson watched the first half of RRR last night. Did you watch the rest of it?
No.
Okay, cool.
What is that?
RRR is this Hindi Bali type movie. And
That's 3 R's, by the way. It's like
RRR?
it's triple R, you know? Triple R. Kind of like triple X, but with 3 R's.
Rise, roar, revolt.
we watched up until the first up until the intermission. There's like an intermission with like fire and ice and these arms grabbing each other, and that's when you know you're halfway through the movie.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like a 3-hour long movie. That's why. So
Yeah.
It's
has,
a
like, an
really long movie.
Yeah.
But holy shit, what a bananas film that movie is.
Yeah,
dude.
I can't wait to watch the rest
That
of it.
movie is so off the wall. Like it's one of those movies I can't call what's going to happen next.
Oh,
you
yeah.
kind of get like the formula of what's going to happen, but you don't know how or what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Like there's
I'm sorry, I was gonna say you said it like pretty good last night. Whenever that movie reminded you a lot of Starsky and Hutch. Like it feels a little bit like Starsky and Hutch, but just with way more ridiculousness in it. You know.
there was just a lot of flashback scenes of them running together on a beach, or training sequences of them running on a beach, or them one on top of the other person's shoulders doing squats. Like, we're friends, and like there's music playing the whole time. All these things are happening, talking about them coming together as friends.
And their eventual confrontation.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
it's so
forecasting the whole
really
movie.
corny.
It's providing.
It's kind of, but it
It's
works.
corny, but A+ corny. Like it's the corny you love.
It works so well.
It is one of the most ridiculous movies. There's this like dance sequence about an hour and 10 minutes in.
Didn't I tell you it's so good?
Yes,
It starts off like, what is happening? This is weird. And then like,
that's how I felt the entire movie. It's like,
Until,
what the fuck is going on?
and then like halfway through this dance sequence, it becomes the most baller dance sequence. And you can ask Jackson, I'm sitting there like, yes, this is sick. I'm like, I love this beat. I was like, this is like, oh man.
Did you want to start dancing?
Oh, I was dancing in
I
my
want to
chair.
learn those dance moves, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
I want to learn those moves.
They start going
What?
to
Is it on
town,
Netflix?
dude. It is one of the craziest dance sequences I've ever seen in a movie.
Once they lock in on each other, you're like, oh, dude, it's on. You know?
Like you could tell they must have rehearsed that so many times. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yeah.
perfect, man.
So good.
I can't recommend RR enough.
And once you guys get to the end of the movie,
It's
it'll
an
blow
Indian
you
movie?
away.
Huh?
Yeah.
Indian?
Hindu.
Yeah, it's-
Hindu.
Hindi.
Hindi.
It is so cool, man. What a movie.
RRR.
Like parts of it, I'm like, this is this might be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. But I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen at the same time.
Exactly.
Like, the best way I was, like, I said this to Kyle last night. I said, like, if you just, imagine, like, if you don't know who the director is, but if you just tell yourself the directors are Matt Stone and Trey Parker of South Park and, like, Team America, then you'll immediately be like, dude, this is the greatest movie ever. This is that kind of humor, but, yeah.
And like, you're right, Connor. Every time that one guy is talking to a girl, he like does this like weird like head bob.
It's like from Shanghai Nights.
It's like
It's very
Jackie
Bob.
Chan.
It's okay,
Nevada.
Very
Nevada.
Jenny.
Two friends. Those are
You'll
two
be
friends.
Yeah.
Like during
They
this
they look so like buddy.
It's awesome.
also during this dance scene, they're just like yelling nacho, nacho, nacho.
Yeah, which means dance in Hindu, by the way.
Yeah, it's just like dance, 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 dance. It's like
It's like
man.
dance. But in their language, it's nacho, 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 nacho. And it's so, it gets you so amped. And I want nachos afterwards, too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and then before I wrote this down before the intermission, they have this crazy fight scene with hoses, and they're like whipping these hoses around, and like the hoses are looking like Dr. Octopus's tentacles from the first Spider-Man or the second Spider-Man movie. They're just like flipping around, and like one of the heads of the hoses almost looks like it's like a snake. It is one of the most bizarre movies.
I want to watch it.
Like the physics of some of the fight scenes they have are just insane. There's this crazy bike scene at the beginning of the movie. Like, to save this little boy, they have to do this crazy bike scene stunt. And they do all these hand signals. Yeah. And then the guy just, through the hand signals, he just thinks, he realizes, oh, he's wanting me to get on this bike. And then I have to drive to the top of this bridge.
Yeah.
And then jump off.
Yeah.
It's like, how did you get all of that from these... He's making an X, and then he's doing this like you me thing. It's like
Yeah, because like you won't get it if you're listening to the podcast, but for people on the video, he like does this thing where he's like, and as I'm like seeing that, I'm like, does that mean he's gonna X go and give it to you, come around the outside? It's like
I like it how like they lock eyes during that point of the movie, and that's the beginning of the bromance. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
this is what brings them together. It's pretty cool.
yeah, so good.
Oh, man.
I can't wait to watch the rest of it.
yeah, we gotta watch the rest of it, bro.
Yeah.
And having the commentary was making it way more fun to watch.
Just
We
talking to
should-
each other.
Yeah, we gotta watch more movies where we're all just on Discord and watching it together.
It makes it so much more fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Maybe-
you're watching it, and then everyone's like
In a voice
talking
chat.
about it when they're okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, maybe next week when you guys finish it, we'll talk about it again.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to the podcast, finish that movie by next week, and you'll understand what we're talking about.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
And I think we've been talking as well about doing commentary tracks for movies, like anyhow. So who knows? Maybe in the future we might do a commentary track for that movie specifically.
How long is it?
It's like a podcast.
It's a 3-hour-long movie.
Oh.
It's a longin'. It's like 3 hours, 15 minutes, something like that.
But we could always split a commentary track into multiple if we needed to, you know.
Yeah. Or just pick out a part of the movie that you want, or something.
Yeah, I watch that kind of stuff on YouTube. I find it quite enjoyable. So
Yeah.
you should do it.
Hey, there's some good commentaries out there.
Oh
There are.
Like, pretty much all the ones with, like, Seth Rogen on them are really funny. Like, Superbad, Pineapple Express, Knocked Up, all those are really funny. Step Brothers, to me, is probably the funniest one, because it's in the style of a musical.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah, commentary. For some reason, I was thinking you guys were talking about like voiceover. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
maybe
No.
just pick a part of the movie. That'd be hard to voice over the entire
No.
3-hour movie.
There's a lot of commentaries that are super boring that just go...
That's a lot of work. Like,
We're
why
gonna do the
would you
whole
that?
Matrix movie. I'm gonna be Smith.
I'm gonna pretend like what
Yeah.
he's saying is
Yeah,
something different.
there's a lot of commentaries out there that are just super boring and just go more in depth on like the actual movie, but there's a lot of comedies out there that are basically just as funny as the actual movie because it's all those actors just riffing off of the movie and what they went through, stuff like that. I mean, the first 2 Jackass movies, they both have commentaries on them, and both of them are hilarious. Like, check those out if you haven't. I personally like watching both those movies with the commentary on rather than not. So,
did anybody else have any topics they want to talk about tonight?
Rachel talked about bringing Anakin in to talk about camp. Is that something you want to do?
It's up to you guys. Do you guys want to hear about Anakin's camp experience?
I kind of do. He's funny.
You want to hear about his first night?
Yeah, I want to hear about it.
Sure, yeah. Before we go into that, I had this. I think I might have heard a comedian at one point talking about this, but you know how cucumbers they're called pickles, but all they are is a pickled cucumber.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other types of fruits or vegetables that you could apply that same mentality to? Like, hey, this is a pickled tomato, but what would you call a pickled tomato?
Call it pickle.
Tickle?
Would you call it a pickle?
For some reason,
They're all pickles.
the only
A
thing that
tomato?
comes to my mind is the Mitch Hedberg joke is like, why is it corn off the cob? You know, or corn on the cob. It should just be called corn. Like,
Or
corn in
cob.
a can should be called corn off the cob. You know,
Yeah.
it's not
Right.
like if you cut off my arm would be called Jackson. And then you reattach my arm and it'd be Jackson all together.
Arm off the Jackson.
Arm off the Jackson.
So would you call a tomato a tickle?
That's something. Or Tamickle.
A tamickle? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like hard because it doesn't. The cucumber, doesn't start with a P. So why would they call it pickle? And then they just call everything else pickled, whatever.
Was that the first thing that anybody ever thought to pickle, and that's why it's called a pickle?
Yeah.
Or it's just the best thing to pickle.
Because it kind of is.
It is.
You
Yeah.
know.
Who
I
here
never thought of
likes pickles but doesn't like cucumbers?
Hate cucumbers.
Both can take the first flight to Mars to go fuck themselves.
Oh my god.
I don't like either.
Wow, Jackson.
Hey,
I hate
Jackson,
pickles.
there are more
I
people that
love
like
pickles.
pickles than don't like pickles, I'm sure.
I'm not entirely sure. I think there's a lot of people
I'm a
out
pickle
there.
girl.
I think it's probably split in half.
Yeah.
People that look at
I
pickles.
think
and
you're wrong. So
Maybe not people that I know. I couldn't split in half.
no.
Maybe Jackson on one side and everybody else likes pickles on the other side.
I know pickles are really strong, and a lot of people don't like them because of how strong they are.
Yeah.
Like I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like even like black pickles on pizza. They think it ruins it. Which I'm not of that.
Did you say black pickles?
Did I say black pickles? Black olives. Sorry. Black pickles are something else that we're not going to talk about.
That's what
Black
you could
olives.
call pickled olives.
Yeah.
Walk down Compton if you
Black
want to get some
pickles.
black pickle.
Yeah. We'll give you some free black pickle.
Oh my god. No, I do think that way about sweet pickles, though. They can.
You know,
the bread and butter ones.
I used to hate sweet pickles,
Sweet,
and now I
dill,
like them.
all of them.
Taste
Get
buds
outta here.
changed.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Ugh.
I don't mind like
I
the
love pickles.
gherkin. They're okay, but I definitely prefer the dill over the sweet.
Yeah. I love green olives.
I didn't used to, but I do
Shit's
now.
so good.
Very good.
I like
Alright.
pretty much every olive.
So you guys didn't have anything.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Corn off the cob, corn on the cob.
I mean, that's not original though. That's Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Well, you know.
Okay.
It's just hard because it's like you'd have to just almost call it a different name than a pickle, like with a different letter. It'd
Yeah.
have to be
Because I
it'd have to be
mean,
a whole different word.
I mean, you might as well. It's like cucumber, pickle,
yeah, it's like how do you
tomato, waka chaka. You can make up anything you want after
Right.
that because those two things are completely different.
Well,
like,
it's
how do
weird
you-
because
you
it's
can't-
still a cucumber, but you're calling it something. You're calling it the process of turning it into something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pickling it, but
So
why is
everything
it
would
called
be called a pickle.
Yeah.
Just different vegetable.
It's weird.
or fruit.
So like, if you
the
pickled
mind.
like a carrot, could you call it like a sprixen?
Sure.
You can call it whatever the hell you want.
Isn't that some type of elf or something?
You just got to be consistent throughout your life with it, and it'll catch on.
I guess I do have one, Kyle. I don't think ice cream should be called ice cream. I think it should be called either cold cream or soft cream. Or
Iced. Cream. But there's no ice.
Or something. I mean, the cream can
Frozen
stay.
cream.
No.
No?
That's because it's not. I mean, it may be as cold as ice, but it's not ice.
Just call it frosty.
No, you're right.
Frosty
It's not as hard as
cream.
ice.
Frosty cream, yeah.
Yeah, just
That is smart. Yeah, Connor.
it's not ice.
No.
It's not.
Yeah.
They use ice to make it cold, though. Maybe that's why.
Frozen cream.
Have you made ice cream?
Yeah, I've made ice cream, Quinn.
And they have
I've
ice on
designed
the
ice
outside?
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the inside out, I've designed it. So, I don't know.
A really, really cold milk product.
Yeah, that cream milk.
It's still milk.
I'm gonna go to Brahms after this and buy myself a half gallon of chocolate.
Frozen cream.
Cold,
good.
super
Frozen
cold,
cream,
cold
because it's
milk
not ice
product.
cream anymore.
Look at that extra cold cream you got there. What flavor is that? That
Bruh, for
solid
real.
cream.
Ice cream sounds really good right now.
Why
I
don't
probably
they
will
call-
stop by Brahms and
Why
get
don't they call
myself a half
frozen
gallon of
yogurt
something.
ice yogurt? Because they call it ice cream.
Ice cream.
You know, why don't they call it ice yogurt? Same.
Yeah,
Frozen.
true that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You know?
Can I
Just
get some of
things to think
that?
about.
Yeah, melted cream.
These are things to think about.
Yogurt just was trying to be different, so they're like,
They
we're gonna
were.
go with frozen yogurt instead of
Yeah.
ice cream.
They were smarter, honestly, because
What is
Yeah,
it that
ice
we-
yogurt just sounds weird.
What can we do to like get into the game? I don't know. Cryo ketchup, something like that.
what?
Freeze dried ketchup.
Ketchup
I'm
filled
sure there's
donuts?
something out there that we could freeze and sell to the public and call it cryo something. Be like, we want to be different from iced and frozen. We'll go cryo.
It could be like cryo pizza and call it Pizza Pops.
Cryo
What?
pizza. You want to eat frozen pizza? I mean, I do eat pizza out of the refrigerator every once in a while. But
Yeah.
Not frozen.
That sounds like future food.
Future food.
Future food. I don't like future food.
We'll call it H2 Cryo. Will be scientific ice. We'll sell it to billionaires for like $1 billion a pound. You know what I'm saying?
you might be onto something, dude.
The purest ice ever designed.
People yelled at businesses from creating bottled water, like they're selling something into a bottle that you just get out of the faucet, and now you make a shit ton of money off that. We'll be the first ones to sell just water popsicles.
Yep.
Just flavorless water popsicles.
It would sell.
Hey, frozen cucumbers are a big thing. They're good for like rubbing on your face and stuff at night. It's like a night routine, you know. For your,
Yeah, I've seen
good
it.
for your skin.
Like
So it's a
people
beauty
will,
product now.
Yeah.
yeah, people will
Okay, I was
Blend up
thinking of
like-
something different when you're like rubbing it on your face.
Start licking it.
It's nighttime.
You can do
it's
whatever you want with it. It's healthy. It's
Nighttime,
people
I'm in
make
bed.
popsicles out of like aloe and stuff. And,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Go down
one
my happy
recently,
trail a
the
little
aloe
bit.
thing.
Yeah.
Rubbing on her face. Face was so red though after she got done. Probably because it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
All right. So, Anakin, you just got back from camp, and we wanted to basically have you explain your camp experience and some of the things that happened to you at camp. So let's start with the first day. And where did you go?
Yeah, where was your camp at?
My camp was at Bolivar, Missouri.
At where? Is it
Bolivar, Missouri.
Bolivar?
Oliver.
You know what the name of the college was that you stayed at?
It was college university. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it College of the Ozarks or something?
It was Southwest Baptist University.
Oh. That makes sense for a
College
church
man
camp.
now.
Yeah.
He was pretty excited to be able to stay in some dorms.
Oh, that is
He
cool.
thought he was going to pick up some college girls while he was there. So what happened on the first night?
First night, it was like 4 o'clock, so I went to the dorms. I Can't Wait. It was about this virtual reality host, and the virtual reality host turned into a human,
Oh, really? Is it like you were watching your Fortnite live, the thing, the whatever those happen? What are those things called?
No, the first night you're there, the kid that you were bunking with was being kind of crazy. What happened with all that?
Oh, so he made me stay up on the first night till at 4:28.
In the morning.
Until
Damn.
4:20.
Why? Just because he was.
And they have to be up
Being
at like
loud?
6 o'clock.
He was walking around and he was like being annoying and saying, I'm bored, and then he sits on the ground. His eyes are like he's getting taken by an aliens coming out of the sky.
rolled back to the back of his
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
He's possessed.
You
Yeah,
perform
it
an
looked like he was
exorcism.
possessed. On the ground, just acting like Zen mode.
This kid sounds like a freak.
And he goes under my bed, and he's just jumping under my bed, and just like boom, boom, and just hitting the bottom of my bed, and I'm just going up.
God.
Were your beds, did you climb up into your beds, or was it just like a little bit of space underneath your bed and he was just like laying underneath it and then like...
He was laying under it, and he was just like.
It was so weird.
Did you tell him to
Then
stop?
he gets on the desks. He jumps off of it onto his bed, and he starts jumping off on his bed. Then he jumps on his suitcase, jumps off, and then he sits down. And I'm like, "Bro, I'm trying to go to sleep." And then I'm like, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep too." And then he goes on the ground, and he crosses his legs and puts his like hands.
Like the monkey from Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Rafiki.
Like this.
Yeah.
And he goes, hum, as loud as he can.
I'm surprised one of the
really
leaders didn't hear you guys and come check on everybody and make sure their lights
He
are
turns
off.
on all the lights. When the leader said lights out at 10:30, he turns them on at like 2 o'clock, 2:28. I'm at 2:22, and like he goes outside, running through the halls at like 2 o'clock.
Really? Nobody heard him?
No.
So did he sleep for a little while? Or did you just sit in the dark with him making noises from 10:30 to 2:22?
No, the lights were just on, and he was just standing right in front of me, just going blah 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 blah, just talking like crazy.
How annoying.
Oh, wow.
Was he your
like-
age?
I think he might be a
And
year old.
if I tried to lay down, he would just take my blanket and just like pick it up.
Take it off of you?
Yeah, take it off.
Parents these days, man.
No. But then what happened? So did you have to room with him for the rest of the week?
And then the next morning, oh wait, yeah, I forgot.
What? Was it hard for you to wake up the next morning?
Yeah, I could. I was like wide awake.
So you never slept?
No.
No.
Wow.
Dang.
I slept for like 3 minutes.
Did you have any more trouble with that same guy?
Like right when we came in, he was so annoying because we were playing a game when we walked. Like we came from the buses out of into like the thing because we were going to play a game, and every single time I would go to the other side, he would run as fast as he could and just ram me, like in the stomach. And he shoved me on the ground, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't see you there." I'm like, "But I know you saw me."
Yeah, he didn't sound like he was being very nice.
Did he ever get in trouble? At all?
He got in trouble.
Really?
What happened to him?
He got kicked out.
Oh, good.
Oh, he got kicked out?
Yeah, his parents had to come pick him up Wednesday.
Really?
Because he went to one of the dorms because that was the day that because there was this kid named Nathaniel and he went into his dome. And no, Caleb went into Nathaniel's dome. Caleb, the one who went on my
Crazy one.
And he went to that dome and he tore up the floor and the walls
Damn.
This kid was unhinged.
and grabbed the snacks and ate like 2 handfuls of it.
Of other people's snacks.
Yeah.
So you're at church camp. It sounds like Satan had infiltrated and was testing you, son.
Infiltration.
Oh, he's been rude to me since I first met him. When they gave me the keys and said, Anakin and Caleb, you all roommates, I'm like,
He said he started crying.
I started crying.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't show weakness, Anakin.
No, he saw
can't
that
show
and was like,
weakness.
I can mess with this kid. And he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks at me and he goes,
After they
For
said
real?
that,
He acts like he did the symbol for cutting his throat.
yeah.
Like he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm gonna sit your throat, man.
That's probably why the parents sent him to church camp. They thought maybe it'll
Straighten him
reform him.
It's time you learn martial arts, Anakin.
he was in Awana.
Oh, so you know him.
Yeah. We
Oh,
knew
gosh.
You just go to a school with a pocket full of sand, and if he tries to mess with you, throw that in his eyes every time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Run away and then go tell someone.
Once he's blinded, he is useless.
Just make sure that as you're throwing it at him, you yell out, "Pocket sand."
The kid's gonna tell the principal he yelled pocket sand.
I mean, how can you get in trouble for that, you know?
No.
All right, Anakin. Well, thanks for coming down.
You said the first day, like,
Okay, just tell us about OMC real quick. Kind of what that was on the
so-
Thursday.
so,
What does
I went
OMC
there-
stand for?
organized mass chaos.
Yeah.
Organized mass
Ooh.
chaos.
Is that
Sounds
a
like
punk band?
fun.
No.
No?
Chaos is
Bunch of
completely
mosh
unorganized.
That's the beauty of
This
it.
is a contradiction here.
And so you have to do these task cards, and my thing said, go to your group leader and get a handful of shaving cream and slap it in their head and yell, "Get your head in the game." And I did it, and I saw him, and I was like, "There you are!" And I slapped him in the head.
Oh, that's funny.
And then, but while I was trying to find him, because he was like his face was like covered, and he was wearing sunglasses.
This was Patrick,
No,
Frank.
yeah.
matter who it was.
Anyway.
And a girl comes up behind me and has like this large of like 2 handfuls of shaving cream, and put one of the shaving cream handfuls and puts it on the other stack and slaps me in the back of the neck.
That could have been worse. At least you don't have a hole in the back of your neck.
Sounds like
It would have been
fun.
real messy.
It was. Then I got hosed down.
Cool, man. Well, we're glad to have you home, buddy. All right, man.
Love you.
Now we're done with you.
Get.
And every single night, every single morning, there was a cowbell, and they shaked it, and
Shaked it.
the second morning, like I almost fell out of my bed because of the cowbell.
We need some more cowbell.
See ya, guys.
Champ.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks
you,
for your
buddy.
story.
So, Connor, you said you wanted to talk about who we wanted to play the next James Bond, right?
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a good one before they announce it. Like, let's see what we got. Does anybody have a good idea, a good plan?
I know that they were in talks for Henry Cavill, but I think he's pretty much out of the running. But I would love him as James Bond.
That would be cool. I'd be down with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, because I guess because he was in the running when the other guy. Who was the blonde guy?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. But I guess the director said, or the guy said he was too young looking. So now he's like perfect age. So I think he'd be good.
Yeah.
He's my favorite actor anyway.
I think they should get a really old guy to play him.
You think
this time
so?
around.
I think like Quinn said earlier before we started recording, Idris Elba, I think he would just be so great for the role.
would.
Because he's like, for one, an amazing actor, and he's like perfect age. And yeah, it's about time we had an African American 007.
And he's just cool.
Oh, he's so suave.
You know what I mean?
He's so, yeah,
Yeah, he'd be a good pick.
so amazing. Also, another great reason why Pacific Rim is one of my favorite movies is because he's in it. He does a good job.
How do you guys?
Rachel, who do you think?
I like Jude Law. I think.
Ooh, that would be really good.
That's very
That
ooh.
would be an interesting choice.
He's a very suave British guy.
Yeah.
He's attractive.
He'd be a good James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a total curveball, Rachel, but
Yeah,
it's good.
because he's not like that good looking.
Yeah,
But he
well,
is.
That's your opinion.
But he is. Jude Law on the Holiday.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
This
Daniel
is
Craig
who I
wasn't
would
either.
pick.
Write down Jude Law on your list.
Jude
Jack.
Law.
Yeah.
I would pick Mads Mikkelsen.
Ooh,
yeah.
I love him.
That would be a crazy thing for them
He's
to do.
older though.
Yeah, go from being a villain to being James
Yeah.
Bond.
Yeah.
Make him have blonde hair and try to like totally cover up the fact that he was
A villain.
the sheep. Yeah.
Oh, he's such a good actor though.
Which one was he in?
Casino Royale.
That's right, yeah.
He bleeds blood.
Is he the one that had the eye that was like scarred?
Yep. My
he's
favorite
so
James
good.
Bond movie. I love
That's
that
a good
movie.
one.
Yeah.
I love Skyfall a lot.
You and Cabo.
Yeah, for me, Casino
Skyfall.
Royale and Skyfall are 1A and 1B. Like they're both on the same level.
Now I need to go back and watch.
You got
those. Those
the
are good.
hitting the ball scene in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Scratching his
rough.
balls. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Bond.
I don't know. Anybody else have anybody?
Just go ahead and throw Miles Teller in there since he's been doing everything.
Oh heck yeah,
I don't see it.
I do. If you like a Southern 007, that makes no sense.
Elton John.
Oh gosh.
What?
Then it could be a musical slash.
Oh, man. You guys probably haven't seen the show. I know Connor has, but the guy that plays Santa Claus on I Think You Should Leave. It's a skit where Santa Claus becomes an actor and plays Detective Crashmore, but he's just a really like crass like detective. It's like, oh, I love that big fucking gun you brought. You knew I'd love that gun. But it's Santa Claus playing somebody else.
I can't remember
Oh
that.
man, he's just a really old white dude that, yeah, it's just really crass and very unprofessional.
Okay.
Put someone the complete opposite in James Bond's shoes.
Have you guys seen The Gray Man on Netflix?
Yeah.
No,
That was so good.
I really like.
He was 6,
Yeah.
but I think what's his name? The main guy in that, Ryan Gosling, would be good.
Oh, dude. Yeah, if you haven't watched The Gray Man, check that out. That was
so
really good.
freaking good.
And Chris Evans was a good villain.
He was
Really enjoyed it.
quite a departure from Captain America.
Yeah.
It was really
Oh
good.
yeah, and
Yeah,
the mustache did a number.
It did. He was a complete psychopath. But what do you say, Rachel?
I think Ryan Gosling would be a good one.
He would.
Yeah, but he's
I saw him
not.
with bright
He's not
blonde
British.
hair
He's not
recently.
Irish. He's not Scottish.
He's an actor. He
not-
could be if he wanted to be.
Acting.
get Farmer Fran to play
Farmer Fran.
007. And it's
Yeah.
the character Farmer Fran playing 007. Mr. Bond, we need you to break into this building, get the central access, and upload all the data to this server.
Do you know the guy who played Freddie Mercury in the Queen movie?
Yeah, Rami Malek.
He'd be good.
But he was also the villain in the last.
Yeah, he was the villain in the very last movie.
He was. I remember.
I haven't seen that yet. I don't.
You know who else?
It
would be
wasn't that good.
You know who else
I
would be
wouldn't
good? Javier Bardem. Make him a Bond. No, make every villain a Bond.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shoot, make
Bring
Brad
Pierce
Pitt
Brosnan
James
back.
Bond.
Yeah.
Ooh. He would do well.
You know what? Bring back Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
He's the first
Bitch,
one to
I
come
just said
back
that.
to play James
Did you hear
Bond.
me just say that?
Did you say that?
I did.
I'm a dum-dum.
That would be.
That would
pretty
be
cool.
awesome. He would still do a good job. He's still young
Yeah,
enough, I feel
give him
like.
a good script and a good director. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't make him say one-liners the entire movie.
All right. So here's a
Anyway.
few British actors. That way we can.
I don't mean to call you bitch. I'm sorry.
You meant
so
it.
here's-
You
did.
You
I
meant
did.
that in like a friendly like, hey, bitch.
bitch.
So,
Yeah. Okay, list some British actors.
Oh, you guys want British actors now?
David Tennant. Doctor.
I don't know. I don't know how accurate this list
Ewan
is.
McGregor.
Oh yeah.
He'd be an awesome 007.
Yeah, it's over. It's Ewan.
So we also got
You know what?
Benedict
He's-
Cumberbatch.
And who's the other Ewan?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
You mean Benedict Cumbersnatch? Is that what you mean?
I was just gonna say he just did an awesome Batman, Robert Pattinson.
I could see it. I could see it.
I can.
Yeah, I could see it as well.
It'd be a different take on
I've
it.
seen him in enough gritty movies to know that he could do a really good 007.
He has what it takes. After watching the Batman, he's got what it takes, for sure. So here's a list of actors. Let me get through the list, and then you guys, if your name pops, then say something.
I'll try so hard, Connor. Okay.
Dude, you're over here talking about Farmer or whatever, dude. Like, I don't even
Like,
want
we're
to hear it.
taking it seriously, Jackson.
So, we got Idris Elba, Benedict, Tom Hardy, Tom Hiddleston,
Tom Hiddleston. Oh,
Quinn. Shut the fuck up. All right.
I love Tom Hiddleston. Go.
So, I guess Christian Bale, Colin Firth, Jude Law, Chiwetel Ejiofor,
Oh my gosh, Chiquita, I love him.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Gary Oldman, Sean Bean. Which it'd be cool to get Sean Bean as a.
Connor, read the list.
What are you doing?
Shut up and read the list.
We got,
Stay on target.
we got Hugh Grant, Hugh Laurie, Daniel Radcliffe, Tom Holland, John Boyega, Eddie Redmayne, Jeremy Irons, Daniel Kaluuya.
They're all British.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martin Freeman, Kit Harington, Ralph Fiennes or Finesse.
Ralph Fiennes.
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Voldemort. Yeah.
Like Quinn said, David Tennant, Orlando Bloom.
God, I'm sorry. How long is the list, Connor? How long is the list?
I've already forgotten the people on the list.
All right, Andrew Lincoln, James McAvoy,
Oh, I was thinking James McAvoy. I couldn't think of his name though.
Nicholas Holt,
Me too. I was thinking him too.
Paul Bettany, and that's it. Go ahead, everybody say it.
Connor already forgot the list.
Oh my God, Orlando Bloom! I haven't seen him in anything in a long time.
Orlando
Gosh, he's
Bloom,
so
yeah,
good.
Orlando
He's so
Bloom.
good.
Can we just make him have the Legolas hair the whole time as he's James?
I
Oh my
know. Gosh, so
Can
attractive.
any of you guys name 2 Orlando Bloom movies outside of Pirates of the Caribbean and Lord of the Rings?
Well, he was in that TV show Carnival Row, which was really good.
Is that a movie?
No, it's a TV show.
Didn't count then. I seriously cannot think of 2 movies
Orlando Bloom.
besides
I
those 2
have.
There's
franchises.
one called like Kingdom Come or something, or Kingdom, or. But yeah, it's a good point.
I know his lookalikes in the Fast 6
Oh,
movie.
Pirates of the Caribbean. You already said that's one of them. You can't say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Damn it.
so you can't use Pirates of the Caribbean
Okay,
or
so
Lord of the
Troy,
Rings.
love Troy,
Boom, we did it.
and then Three
Who's looking it up,
Musketeers.
though? That's cheap.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, because I mean, you wanted to know what the movies were, right? That was the main thing, is that we knew that they're out there. These are the movies.
You had to know
That's
it
true, but
already in your
none, but
head.
none of us off the top of our heads could think of those movies.
Off the top of my phone.
Off the top of my phone, apparently.
Oh man.
Was he in 300? Was he Paris? No, that was Troy.
Troy, yeah, he was in.
He hasn't been in anything recently, except for being Katy Perry's boyfriend.
And that's a role.
That's
in
the
itself.
only thing.
He was also in Elizabethtown and Black Hawk Down.
Oh yeah, he was just in another army movie.
I've never seen Black Hawk Down.
Outpost Restrepo.
The Outpost.
That was a good movie.
I haven't seen that either.
And I knew that off the top of my head.
He was also in Unlocked and Needle in a Time Stack, which I can only assume is an amazing time travel movie.
The Outpost was good though, because that was based on the true story of
Who's that
Restrepo.
guy that was in The Tudors? Oh, the main guy in The Tudors.
Henry Cavill was in The Tudors.
I know, but not him.
I watch those scenes
Henry
all the
Cavill
time.
was not very good looking in that show.
Shut up, yes he was.
But not
He's
the
always been
beginning,
attractive.
Not at the beginning of the show.
The main guy from The Tudors
He's also from Bend It Like Beckham.
is
He
so
was the
weird
soccer
looking.
coach.
Reese. His name is something Reese.
Jonathan Rhys Davies.
Yeah.
Jonathan Reese.
He's from Mission Impossible 3.
He would be good. as-
Three.
All right, Jackson, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like a list of some bullshit here that I don't know. We'll figure it out.
do it.
We'll see what we can do with this. All right. Can give me any location at all.
Paris, France.
Paris, France. Remember, the more ridiculous, the better.
Okay, so
London, England.
That's not
England.
ridiculous.
That's crazy, man.
Budapest,
Budapest,
Peru, Budapest, Hungary,
Chile.
Chile,
South Wales.
South Wales. That's very out there.
Yeah.
Okay, pick one of those.
Before we keep going, when I say a location,
The
you
ocean.
can give me literally any location.
Down
You
under.
don't have to give me a
The
city.
parties in Kansas City.
The
Heart-
moon.
Kansas City Hardee's.
I like it. Actually, that's
the
funny.
Carl's Jr. in
White
Kansas City.
St. Louis White Castle.
The Denver Carl's Jr.
Now you give me. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna not give you any locations,
Not
Jackson.
gonna give
loading
me any
his brain.
locations.
I mean, do you want one from me?
You know what, Connor? Go ahead and give me a super wacky location. give me the
Precious Moments
wackiest
Chapel.
location. Give me the wackiest location you can think of.
The craziest place I can think of?
Yeah,
Inside my car radio right now.
inside your car radio
Inside
right now.
Inside my car radio.
At this moment.
Like if I was a tiny person.
Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man.
Inside my radio.
You know what? I'm gonna add it.
Inside
My
car radio.
intestines.
Inside my car radio.
Isn't that in a song already?
No, this is a brand new
my
song.
car.
Transistor
It's about to be
radio.
a song.
In my car.
Inside of it.
Yeah, that's different.
I love my car.
Radio. Okay. Something that smells. Anything that smells.
My finger.
Skunk.
Cheese.
Your butthole.
Yeah, I like skunk.
Skunk.
Skunk stanky.
Skunk. All right.
But what
My
else
cat's
stinks?
butthole.
I mean, only nasty stuff stinks, really.
Yeah,
You know?
the trash.
Yeah.
The dumpster.
Sweaty armpits.
I mean, smells.
Feet.
So
Sweaty-
it doesn't
yeah.
have to say stink. So it could be any
Flowers.
kind of smell.
Any smell?
Any smell.
Flowers.
Morning breath.
What's just?
Ew.
I mean, remember, this is going to be in a song. What's the
Poopy
funniest
diaper.
thing you could think of that's going to be in a song?
Morning
diaper.
breath.
Morning breath.
I think my cat's butthole. Have you smelled a cat's butthole?
Quinn's cat's butt.
Quinn.
It smells like
Old
shit.
stinky. I mean, a gym locker is pretty stinky. All the sweaty clothes. Then you got all
Your
the
belly
dirt.
button. Have you smelled the belly button? You stick your finger in a belly button.
No.
It's like cheese.
Maybe yours.
I clean my belly button though.
Mine tastes like grapes.
My belly button. My belly button don't smell like cheese.
Put your finger in there and
All right.
sniff it.
You might have an
Oh,
What's
He
a
does
band?
have an attitude.
Give me like a band.
One Direction.
One Direction.
The Beatles.
Me like bees.
Me like bees. Me like lamb.
Taking Back Sunday.
Coldplay.
Alice in Chains.
Nickelback.
Creed.
Aerosmith.
I'm gonna
Creed.
start a band called Connor and Chains.
What's the? Look at this
is
photograph. Nickelback.
The end of one.
Nickelback.
One man band. Connor and Chains. Wait, is that Connor and Chains or Connor in Chains?
Connor in Chains.
Oh, okay.
Can I get an adjective?
Jumping. Is that an adjective? No, brown.
Swimmingly. Oh wait, that's a verb.
Adjective
No, that's
describes.
adjective.
Adjective describes something.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Powerful.
Quick.
Swift.
Extreme. Do you guys ever think that in your head? Just that extreme thing? Do you guys ever?
Extreme. No.
No.
Well, from now on though.
Are you talking about like that power, like Power Raid commercial or whatever?
Like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Oh no,
Those guys. No.
I was thinking of like the commercials they made back in the day. It's like Brondo, drink Brondo. Brondo is the greatest drink in the world. Brondo will make you freaking massively huge. I don't know. And then there was like they made a off-brand one about weed that was like, this isn't old people's weed. This isn't geezer weed. This is power weed. This power weed will make you so good at sex. It'll make you so good at sex. Sex is so good. Power weed will make you so bonerific.
Adjective bonerific.
Yeah.
Give me a verb. A verb. Verb.
Flying.
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 Flying. Okay, flying.
Descending.
Doodling.
Pooping.
Give me a name of a song.
A song.
A song.
Thriller.
Hit me with your best shot.
Stairway to Hell.
Stairway to Hell.
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell.
Mama.
Or
Mamma Mia.
Surrender.
Dancing Queen.
2 Tickets to Paradise.
I like that one that Quinn said. Dancing Queen.
The Extreme Dancing Queen.
Oh man, I'm still wondering how I'm even actually gonna do a song. Okay, give me a movie.
Top Gun.
Jaws.
Maverick. It.
Independence Day.
Connor got it right there.
Which, if we could talk about that really quick.
I feel like you guys have talked about that like every 3 podcasts.
What do you think about the guy with the voice? The harsh voice.
You talking about Brent Spiner?
Is that no?
Are you
Not Brent Spiner.
Never watched
You talking
it.
about the guy at the very beginning of the movie? The way
Yeah.
he talks like this?
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta call my lawyer.
Yeah.
Forget my lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that guy?
I love that dude.
You
I
love
wish I
that
had
guy?
a guy like that in my life. They just talk like that all the time.
I'm like, dude, I love this movie, but this guy's taking it out of it.
I wish I
Take me
had
out
a
of
dude
it.
like that in my life. Just like, Jackson, come in, get a coffee.
All right, fair enough.
Food. Give me any type of food.
Melon.
Remember, I'm looking for like super off the wall answers. If you can be like as off the wall.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit is crazy.
Dragon fruit.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Durian.
Jujubes.
Asparagus.
I'm hoping one of y'all will be like ants or something for food.
Oh.
But all right,
Elephant. Anyway.
elephant then.
Elephant.
Crickets.
Elephant balls.
Cat.
Big elephant balls.
Cricket chips.
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Jack.
All right.
There's actually
Now give me a verb. I need a verb. Another verb.
Pouncing.
Ooh, me like it.
I don't even want to hear another one.
stop right there. The whole song's gonna be about pouncing.
Give me a type of illness.
Monkeypox.
It is relevant.
Yeah, too real. Too soon.
Black Death.
Swine flu.
What's the disease that they die from in Oregon Trail?
Dysentery.
Dysentery.
Or syphilis.
The Curse of the Black Pearl. Or whatever. What's that gold called? Who?
The Bloom.
The first movie, the Black Pearl. The gold. It's someone's gold.
Pirate's gold?
Aztec gold.
Yeah.
Aztec's curse.
It's Aztec gold, but it's someone else's gold. It's like starts with an M, I think. Oh well.
Montoya.
Monkeypox gold.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Dysentery. Syphilis.
Muertes or something. Is that the second one for dysentery? Is that two?
Mortis? Or that's like death, isn't it?
Give me an actor's name.
George Clooney.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I like George.
Johnny Depp.
Tom Hiddleston.
Let me
yeah.
let me
I
ask
think
you.
Tom Hiddleston.
Let me ask you two ladies. Is George Clooney still a sexy beast in his age?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
I never thought he was attractive.
You never thought he was attractive?
No.
My entire life, I looked at that dude and just. I'm not even gay, and I'm just like, that's an attractive man.
He's overhyped.
Same with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is still good
No,
looking.
I never really was that big a fan of Brad Pitt, but George Clooney.
Me and Rachel have
Really?
two opposite
If he
tastes.
came into my life, I probably flirted a little bit.
The
But what
Curse
about
of Cortez.
Henry Cavill, though?
Curse of Cortex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For illness, Curse of Cortez,
Curse of Cortez.
Did you know Henry Cavill was in
also
the movie
known
Stardust?
as Aztec Curse.
Yeah, he was the blonde dude. He was the
very
jerk.
unattractive in that
Yes,
movie,
he is. I think they
I think
made him
that's
have
what I
a
was
blonde
thinking of
beard.
whenever I was thinking about Tutors. I was thinking
That's-
of him
yeah.
in that one.
Yeah, because in the Tutors he has like a buzz cut. He's very attractive.
Yeah.
I need another location.
Your mom's house.
Honduras.
Silverstone or
Yellowstone.
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
I'm going to go with Silverstone.
Fountain of Youth.
A racetrack sounds so funny to me. And the last one that I have here is I need a weapon.
A weapon.
Cortana.
Let's say that like
Is that a
Halo
weapon?
3. I need a weapon.
Chinese throwing star.
Battle axe.
A noose.
Claymore.
Candlestick.
A ninja sword.
Shuriken.
I've never heard someone use a noose as a weapon.
I know. You can
It totally could be a weapon.
throw it and then just pull
It
it.
seems more like a
AK-47.
torture device. I mean, but
A Mark 19.
I was just going down the line of Clue.
Paddle. A
Lightsaber.
rowboat paddle.
I'm okay.
A saber.
A saber.
Yeah, it's a
Shark
sword.
tooth.
It's a type of sword.
Okay.
Shuriken.
Yeah, we got a few shurikens up in here, but
Shuriken.
railgun,
Railgun's good.
saw,
Katana.
Grenade launcher.
light machine gun,
An A24.
40mm grenade launcher.
Okay.
Grenade.
All right.
Just a grenade. Okay. All right. One grenade, Jackson. Write that down.
Okay, let's hear the song.
Oh God. I have. Okay. First of all, I put these strings on this morning, and this thing has been sitting in my garage for months and months.
And
So
it sounds like heaven.
So if
This
it
is
doesn't
gonna-
turn out well, it's because of the strings.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much.
I'm still trying to think like I don't know, like sad boy music. I can't do sad boy. We
I like it.
Country swing. I think we can do it.
I think that's where you go. I think
Country?
that's- I think that's
That
where
was
you
a sweet
go.
spot.
I think that's where you sit.
I don't know. I can do something like that.
Yeah. let's do
Yeah.
it.
You want to do that one?
Roll with it. Roll with it.
Whatever
Do
you're
whatever you
feeling in your
want,
heart,
man.
Feel it.
man.
Feel
Yeah,
it.
whatever
your-
you feel, Jack.
Yeah,
Your
don't put
song.
anything
All right.
on. It needs to be
Okay.
authentic.
Okay. All right.
yeah?
All right. All right. I met you on a Thursday inside my car radio. You said, "Will you smell my collar?" And I said, "You smell like my friend Quinn's cat's asshole." And we went to the creek. We danced all day to Alice in Chains and also Creed, and we would hang out and play superheroes. You would be super swift, powerful, quick, and extreme, and I'd be flying away, and I'd be jumping off the train, and I'd be singing anything, usually Dancing Queen, and we would stay up all night, watch Independence Day. You would make dinner for me, and it was elephant balls. I can't rhyme that well with Independence Day. Elephant balls was kind of there anyway.
Nice.
So I chose that. Then one day, you got super sick. You got pounced on by Curse of Cortez, and it gave you dysentery. And George Clooney came to the hospital, and he said, we're gonna get you better, because I was on ER. And soon as you're better, we'll get you back in the cockpit, and you'll be racing at Silverstone against all those other guys that wouldn't let you in the field because you were a woman. NASCAR is super sexist. They only let one in at a time. You died on a Thursday, the same day that we met. Not the exact same day, but a different Thursday. At your funeral, we all pulled out our sabers and our rail guns, threw them at the sky, and we lit up the sky. And that's the ad-lib song that we came up with together. I didn't come up with the chord structure with the song, now it's a fucking mess. Would it be a good song without some fucked up chords? And la 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 la. And that's the new song that One Direction is supposed to be pumping out next summer. So, and you guys heard it here first. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm hoping the next one is going to be way more rehearsed, and I actually have better thoughts going into it. But
No, I like it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
let's see how it actually translates. All right.
I was laughing.
That was hilarious.
That's it.
I'd buy
All
it.
right.
Yeah,
I got laughs. That's all I cared about was laughs.
You strung everything together pretty well. I was wondering where it was going to go.
I
and
know.
Yeah, I liked it.
It made sense, and it actually was sad when it got sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I can't believe the Curse of Cortez gave her dysentery. That's crazy.
Awesome.
Good George Clooney was there.
Yeah, because he was in the ER.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't fix shit while he was.
Yeah.
Couldn't
only
learn
played
shit
it
while
on
he was in
TV.
the ER.
Still that. Oh my gosh.
They didn't have the Curse of Cortez episode on ER.
This is a new kind.
All right. Let's move into Yo Dude, check this out.
Yo, dude, check this out. You guys hear that Sebastian Vettel's retiring after this season?
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4-time champion.
just wants to concentrate on being a family man, which, you know
And
what?
I like it.
I'd say once you've made enough money and you can just retire right then. Why not be a family man, dude?
Yeah, like Kyle was saying, 4-time world champion. That's more than a lot of F1 drivers do, so
Yep.
Yeah.
good for him.
Yep.
I like him.
I'm sure he'll still be involved in F1 in some way
Oh, yeah.
eventually, you know,
Oh, yeah, he'll come back as a commentator or something.
or work for a team, or he'll do something that's
But it shakes
involved.
it up, though, because now there's an open spot for a new driver. Anyway.
You know, they'll go with the young guy. Everybody's looking for a young guy.
Yeah, I guess
Some young guy.
one of the people they're talking about is Colton Herta. He's an IndyCar driver. They're wanting to bring him into F1.
Right. Yeah.
He's on the McLaren test team, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, check this out. Christopher Walken, whenever he was 16 years old, he worked as an assistant lion tamer in a traveling circus.
What?
Yeah, to make ends meet.
That doesn't surprise me, though. Christopher Walken, I feel like, is a crazy man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You're talking to my lion all wrong.
He said she was more like a dog than a lion, and her name was Sheba.
Actually, kind of sad.
It's sad. Why?
That's not a lion shouldn't be a dog. It should be in the wild. That's pretty cool though.
I don't know. I've seen online that like zoos, like whenever they get like big cats, they usually pair them up with like labs and stuff like that. Because if they're paired up with dogs, they're just usually a lot better captivity wise.
Because they need a companion and
yeah. And plus, I think they might also like I might be. I don't know what the word is, but where they kind of like mirror off the dog, you know, like they kind of take on its personality a little bit.
Yeah.
So they kind of become more friendly towards people a little bit. Obviously, it's still wild animals. But
yeah. Well, because the lion doesn't know it's a lion, so it probably just thinks it's a dog, you know?
Yeah.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
I'm a dog.
Or a cat.
I realize I have a random Southern accent sometimes. I don't get it.
It's okay, Quinn.
I think it's because I grew up with Dayton, and our cousin Dayton has a very Southern accent.
Yeah.
Dayton will be on the podcast in 2 weeks. He
Really?
doesn't talk like that though, but
Well, you'll hear him, but he does kind of talk Southern.
I wish that son would come on the podcast, talk like this a little bit.
oh my god, we love you, Dayton. Gosh.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I love like the Louisiana, like what's the Cajun?
Some
Yeah.
Creole.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I love that. I love the fancy Cajun though.
That draw.
The
Yeah.
Raging Cajun.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, check this out. Apparently, the Tomb Raider film franchise has lapsed, and MGM failed to greenlight a sequel. So now they're going to lose the rights to that. So I guess the Alicia Vikander Lara Croft movie,
Vikander.
she's not going to get a sequel. And I guess a lot of studios are starting like a bidding war for this franchise.
Oh wow.
So hopefully a cool company gets it and then takes off with it. Because, I mean, that is a good female franchise.
Disney will buy it.
Maybe. Yeah, you never
I
know.
can see that.
But, I mean, Lara Croft, I mean, it wasn't the best movie, this last Tomb Raider movie, but it was better than the, what's her name?
The Angelina Jolie
Yeah.
ones.
Because those were more sexualized. And this last one was more like, you know, Indiana Jones style in a lot of ways, you know?
More for the action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hopefully a good studio gets it or a good company and they make a good movie or start a franchise out of it, you know, because those movies are cool. I mean, the tomb raiding part of it, you know,
Yeah.
at least the video games were anyway.
It's cool to see a woman lead being a kick ass, you know.
Yeah. Big ass baller. What's up, dude? Are you,
Your turn? What are you doing, guys?
For mine, I guess my yo dude, check this out, is you know how lately they've been, I mean, you guys probably wouldn't know, but Kyle and Connor, like anyone in the video game world knows that they killed the Red Dead Redemption Online, like for the most part. They're not going to do any kind of big DLC for it. So some mod dude created like an entire single player, like brand new campaign, like that you could do that essentially is like an entire brand new DLC for the game. And yeah, it just, instead of starting you out where you normally are in the mountains in the game, it starts you out in prison first, and you have to escape prison. And then once you escape prison, then you start like a whole criminal lifestyle after that.
Oh, that's
But-
cool.
So I'm probably going to try to download that whenever I get home. Well, actually, not when I get home. I got several games I got to beat first before I can even like attempt to try to think about playing Red Dead again.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited that there's more stuff in Red Dead Redemption for me to play because I really loved that game and I didn't want to stop playing it after I got done beating it. So
Cool.
Nice.
That's how you know it's a good game, when those hooks really get in you like that.
it's the second time I've played it and I'm already wanting to play it again. So
Damn.
it's a really good game, in my opinion. The best of, if you count it within the GTA trilogy or whatever you want to call it, or GTA series, I'd say it's the best one out of all of them.
Wait, Red Dead Redemption is a part of Grand Theft Auto?
It's made by the same Rockstar
Oh.
company.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's basically a Western GTA.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
very similar. Very similar.
Or,
Yo, dude, check this out. You know the sensation you get right before you throw up of the watery feeling that comes in your mouth?
Yes.
yep.
You guys, so basically what the reason that happens it basically is a coating for your teeth. To stop, because it knows that acid's about to hit your teeth, and so you start to salivate a little bit, it coats your teeth, and then that's when you throw up.
Our body's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a defense mechanism, almost like an instant defense. Yeah.
That always weirded me
Oddly,
out.
I knew that like already.
Really? I thought,
Yeah.
why am I salivating? It's so weird.
Yeah.
You're about to throw up. You need to get out of here.
I've looked it up once
I know.
because I've always wondered, like, because I noticed that, like, as soon as I started salivating like that, and it's not only like salivating, it's like a very watery salivate.
I would always spit in the toilet because it'd just be so much.
Yeah,
Save it, Quinn. You have to save it to
Keep that
protect
in
your
it.
teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
Good
yeah, I always
coating.
wondered, like, why do I salivate so much, like, right before I throw up?
You
And,
just it made
like,
sense in your head.
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
looked it
only
up,
you.
and that was the reason. But then after that, I always took that. All right, as soon as my mouth starts watering like that, I know I'm going to throw up. So
Kyle still hasn't figured that out yet.
Really? Yeah. I just make myself throw
right
up.
where he's standing.
Ew.
He never
Really?
makes it to the bathroom.
sometimes I'll
Really,
just drink
Kyle?
too much chocolate milk, and I'll just like burp and throw up.
That's happened a lot to me recently where I've accidentally thrown up in my mouth.
Yeah.
Just recently. It's really disgusting.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, oh, I just threw up.
Yeah, this one time I was I made one of those like fish packets that had like the broccoli in it and all that.
Yeah.
So like I was eating broccoli and I started sneezing, and then keep eating and I'm like, man, something's going on with my sinuses, and I end up like getting a Kleenex, start sneezing out broccoli. Man, these huge chunks of broccoli were up in my nose from when I was eating the broccoli and then started sneezing.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Feel it?
Oh yeah, I could feel these chunks
hate
up
whenever
in my
that
nose.
happens. I know
Like
what
it was
you're
like
talking
the
Wait, what? How does it even happen?
yeah. It was
It
like
happens to
When
me
if you
sometimes.
sneeze and you just kind of like
it's like
you like try to keep it in.
it's like
No, what's ever happened?
You
It's
never
like-
had a weird bodily function in the middle of eating something?
yeah. It's like I have
I've
a
never
mouth.
had something go up my nose.
Oh,
and
it's a
then-
weird feeling. It gets like it's almost like stuck on the plateau.
Think about it like this, Quinn. You've got a mouthful of broccoli, and then you've got this like airstream going from your body through your mouth up into your nose. So that
Yeah, it
airstream
makes
is
sense.
like pulling this food up into your
It
nostrils.
makes sense, but it's never happened to me, and that sounds horrible.
It's like if you've got a mouthful of food and you're about to start sneezing, just spit that food out. Like you don't want that in your nose. Like
Oh,
pretty
man.
much. Yeah.
It sounds horrible.
Okay, I know this sounds gross, but for some reason, just for the past like 3 weeks, every time I blow my nose, I have to like shut my eyes really tight because it'll like start coming out like over my eye
What?
whenever I'm blowing my nose.
Yeah, I've had
Like
that.
it's really wet, and it's like I will feel it like coming
Wait,
out right there. I
it's-
don't know if it's. Yeah, I don't know if
You
it's
gotta
just
check that- get that
water
checked
or, you know.
Yeah.
Because I've
It's
had
so
watery
weird,
eyes,
though.
but if it's like gloopy, it's really weird.
There's something wrong with me.
There is.
I don't know.
All right. So, does anybody have any closing words of wisdom for us? Don't take
Yeah.
any wooden nickels.
Yeah, once again, check out RRR on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about it. Watch it. It's a really, really good movie.
If you got Xbox Game Pass, download and play Inside. They just added it to the library. You can beat that game in one sitting. It's not very long, and the ending is pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Read your Bible.
Shoot for the stars. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thank you for crashing with friends. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Crashing with Friends.